Hi guys, I'm Sarah from Rusty Dog & Co. and in today's video, I'm gonna share with you 10 items that you can buy from Harbor Freight that I totally think are worth it when it comes to woodworking. I think I've put together a pretty good list, so let's get into it. Now, I have to admit that Harbor Freight is one of mine and my husband's favorite stores. We both love tools and saving money, so what's not to love? And after shopping there for several years, I've sort of learned what's worth buying at Harbor Freight and what's not. Now, since woodworking is my hobby in particular, then all of the items on this list are going to be focused around woodworking. And they're in no particular order, so without further ado, let's get to item number one. Okay guys, the first woodworking item that I'd recommend buying from Harbor Freight is some of these Dolly carts like the one that I have here. Now, I think I've probably bought like 5 or 6 of these Dolly carts in different sizes over the past couple of years. I'm pretty much using them on every single piece of furniture that I build. A lot of the pieces that I build, they're big, they're heavy, and that means that these carts are super beneficial because I can put the pieces of furniture on these and I can move them around my shop if I need to. I can also move it outside if I need to spray paint on it since I don't have any sort of spray booth inside. These are just super helpful for stuff like that. I mean, I moved an entire like 8-foot long bar on top of these Dolly carts, so they can withstand a decent amount of weight, and I've put that to the test. Sometimes I even use the larger one to put my spindle sander on so I can take that outside because that just generates a ton of dust, and I found that the dust collection is not great on that. So it's a super easy fix. I can just put it on this and take it outside, and I don't have to worry about all the dust inside of my shop. So these Dolly carts, they just have a ton of use in my workshop, and I think if you don't already have some of these are a great thing to pick up from Harbor Freight. They're reasonably priced, and they come in, like I said, lots of different sizes to choose from. Let's move on to the next item. Okay, so the next item on the list is going to be a heat gun. Now, I use a heat gun in my workshop primarily for doing things like popping bubbles in epoxy. That's pretty much why this one has got epoxy all over it. Sometimes I'll also break out the heat gun if I water pop a piece and I'm too impatient to wait and let it dry naturally. So I'll just break out this heat gun and dry the wood so that I can move on to more sanding, which you know is something that we all love. So those are about the extent of what I use a heat gun for in my shop. And that's why I think that buying a heat gun from Harbor Freight makes a lot more sense, because I can't really justify paying more for some of the other ones that they have, given how much I'm using it in the shop. I'm not doing a ton of things with it, so for me, it makes sense to not invest a ton of money in it. If you're someone that uses a heat gun a lot, then maybe it makes sense to pay for some of the additional features, like maybe you want it to be cordless. For me, the cord is just fine. Now, I'm not sure if they still have this Drill Master brand heat gun. I haven't really looked for this particular one. I bought this many years ago, but I did see that they do have a Warrior branded one that's around $20 right now at Harbor Freight, and I think that is a great price point. It's a tool that'll get the job done, but it won't break the bank, and you know we all love that. All right, moving on. Okay, so the next item on the list is probably my number one most purchased item from Harbor Freight ever. And that's some of these disposable nitrile gloves. Now, just to let you guys know, this really tripped me up saying nitrile gloves because I've literally been calling these things rubber gloves forever. And I actually just learned on the packaging that they are rubber free. So we're gonna call these things nitrile gloves, not rubber gloves. There's no rubber in these things. It's all nitrile, whatever that is. Anyways, moving on. I pick up these from Harbor Freight all of the time. They are a great thing to have in the workshop because, let's face it, woodworking is a very messy hobby. I wear these things all of the time when I'm applying stains or finishes or using epoxy or dealing with chemicals or basically just dealing with anything that I want to keep off of my skin. I'm wearing these a lot, and I go through quite a bit of these in the workshop on a consistent basis. Now, I will say that these gloves don't necessarily work with every single chemical that you might deal with. Some chemicals will actually eat through these gloves entirely. Yeah, Ask me how I know that. Now they do offer these nitrile gloves in different thicknesses depending on what type of work that you're doing. But I've sort of found that the 5 mil thickness works just fine for the type of work that I'm doing in this workshop, which is convenient because these are the cheapest option. Now, every so often Harbor Freight will run a sale on their gloves, and that is a great time to pick up a couple of packs of these things for your workshop. Okay, let's move on to the next item. All right, guys, so next item on the list are some of these magnetic holders. Now, I have 4 of these mounted on the wall next to my work area, and I think they're just a really easy way that I can store some drill bits and driver bits or anything that's sort of just magnetic that I want to grab quickly. I am not the best of cleaning up as I go when it comes to being in the middle of a project. A lot of times if I just need to clean a work area off, I will just throw bits onto these little magnetic holders until I can get to put them where they go exactly. You know how sometimes when you're cleaning and you just throw things into a closet so that at least it looks clean?
No, you weren't supposed to see this!
Think of this as my closet. You could even put these inside of a cabinet if you didn't want them exposed and out like this, because it doesn't look the most organized, but it allows me to grab a lot of these bits quickly. And you know, it's been working pretty great for me for the last couple of years. So I think that these are a pretty good thing to have in the workshop and a good thing to buy from Harbor Freight. Now you can pick up one of these magnetic holders right now for about $5. Now the next item on the list is something that I just bought a couple of months ago, and I've been so happy with my purchase so far. And that is this Hercules dust extractor that I have here. Now obviously woodworking generates a ton of dust in the workshop. So much dust in fact that I sort of force myself to work outside as much as possible until I can afford proper dust collection for in here. And one of the main culprits of that super fine dust that's bad for you is sanding. That's where this thing comes in clutch. I can now hook my sander straight into this dust extractor, and it dramatically cuts down on the amount of dust that is created when I am sanding. And it does that by using 2 self-cleaning HEPA filters that can capture 99.97% of particulates that are 0.3 microns and larger. That just means that it's capturing a lot of that fine dust that's in the air that sometimes you can't see, that you're breathing in. That stuff's super bad for you, so you really don't want to be breathing that stuff in. That means that I no longer have to take things outside to sand. I can now sand stuff inside and not have to worry about the quality of air that I am breathing. That makes me so happy because it's 19 degrees outside right now, and I don't want to be working out there at all. And because I bought this thing this year, I don't have to. Now, I'd kind of been in the market for a dust extractor over the past year, but I'd kind of been just saving my money until I could afford maybe the Festool or the Bosch. Those sort of have a little bit higher of price tags. So initially what drew me to this one was the lower price point for a dust extractor. You can buy this particular dust extractor from Harbor Freight right now for $299. I was a little bit worried at first, just to be honest, that lower price point meant a lower quality product, but I watched a ton of videos on this and read a ton of reviews, and it seemed like this was a pretty good dust extractor, so I decided to go ahead and take the plunge and buy this thing. Now I've had this thing for about 5 to 6 months, and I can't really compare it to any other dust extractor because it's the only one I've ever owned, but I will tell you that I am super impressed with the quality of this thing. It just feels good quality, it rolls around super easily, and I think it was a good buy. So honestly, if you don't already own a dust extractor and you're looking to get one, I would highly consider looking into this one and save a little bit of money. I could not recommend it more. It has probably been one of the best things that I've added to my shop this year. All right, moving on. Next up on the list is a roll of this masking paper. Now you can get a 60-yard roll of this stuff for about $6. And I use this in the workshop for different things. Most specifically, I will lay a couple of sheets of this stuff down on my work table before I'm about to do a big glue up, just to catch as many of those glue drips as possible. Even though this surface here is laminate and glue doesn't stick to laminate, it doesn't mean that it's not a major pain to try to chip away all those glue drips after a glue up. Some of those drips, they don't go easily in my experience. All I have to do with this paper is remove the paper and throw it in the trash. So it just saves me dealing with a big mess, and I don't have to clean up all those glue drips on my table. I'll also use this stuff sometimes if I need to tape off an area for painting. It just has a lot of uses in my workshop, and I think if you don't already have this type of stuff in your workshop, then Harbor Freight is a great place to pick up something like this for a little bit cheaper. Okay, the next item that I think is worth buying at Harbor Freight are a pack of their zip ties. Now, I feel like this one is pretty self-explanatory because zip ties are just one of those things that it's not only handy to have in a workshop, but in a household as well. And I do think that Harbor Freight has much better prices on their zip ties than you're going to find in your big box stores. You can pick up a pack of them in different sizes for just a couple of bucks. I use these things a lot in the workshop when it comes to like cord management on tools, or most recently I use them to hold my work headphones together when they broke because I'm putting off buying a new pair for as long as possible. But these zip ties got the job done, so you just never know when you're gonna need zip ties for something. And so Harbor Freight is a great place to go and pick up a couple packs of them so that you have them when you need them. Okay, next up are these little storage bins that you can buy. Now, I've been picking up a couple of these recently and I really like them for storing different size screws. Now, I have a couple of drawers in my workshop that I dedicate for screw storage, and I prefer to store them in these little bins rather than in the boxes they come in because I can simply just label each one of these little bins with what size screw it is, and that way when I go to find a certain size, all I have to do is find the corresponding bin and I can quickly grab that screw. It just helps me work a little more efficiently, and that's always the goal at the end of the day. Now, these storage bins do come in different sizes, but I typically go for the 20 bin storage container, and you can pick that up right now from Harbor Freight for about $10. The next item on my list are paint brushes. I sort of find that most of the brushes that I'm using in my workshop end up being one-time uses, especially if I'm doing something like applying an oil-based finish. It's just really hard to get the brushes clean so that you can use them again. So I typically just tend to toss them because I don't have a sink in my workshop and it's just easier for me to toss it and use a new brush the next time. Well, the cost of brushes, it adds up over time, especially if you're buying them from like a big box store. That's where Harbor Freight can really save you some money. Their prices are much more affordable when it comes to paintbrushes than you're gonna typically find at those big box stores. So if your plan is to only use a brush once and then toss it, or maybe only a couple of times, then you might as well save some money on them. Now, they do have different levels of quality in terms of their brushes. You can choose between the good, better, or professional tier depending on what your needs are. I usually try to pick up a couple of them every time I go to Harbor Freight just so that I have them on hand for when I need them. All right, guys, the last item that I have for you are some of these spreaders. Now, I'm using these for a variety of tasks in the workshop. I use them for applying hard wax oil finishes. Sometimes I'll use them to spread wood glue on a piece or use them to fill in a gap with wood filler. I most recently used some of these little things to fill in some routed out grooves with some Bondo. What I really like about these spreaders is that when I'm done using them, I can simply wipe them clean and then reuse them again. These are just super handy things to have in a workshop for when you need them. Now, you can pick up a 20 pack of these little spreaders from Harbor Freight for about $8. For some reason, every time I do one of these videos, I always seem to have a hard time stopping at 10 items. I always want to throw in a little bonus item. Well, I don't see any reason to stop that tradition now. So bonus item it is. So the final woodworking item that I think is worth buying at Harbor Freight is this Bremen trigger clamp here. Now, I sort of have a bad relationship with clamps that I've bought from Harbor Freight in the past. When I first got started woodworking, I bought a ton of these Pittsburgh bar clamps here because it allowed me to buy the most amount of clamps for the least amount of money. But the amount of frustration that these clamps has caused me over the years has not been worth the amount of money that I put into them. It's just made of kind of cheap material. This bar here, it's constantly bending. I can almost just bend it with my hand. I think every single one of them that I have is bent. But the most annoying feature, in my opinion, is this piece up top is constantly falling off, and I'm trying to tape it together, and really you shouldn't have to do that. I'm not even really using these things anymore, honestly, because they just have let me down, and I really only use them if I absolutely need to. So I kind of made a vow that I would never buy another clamp from Harbor Freight because of the experience that I had with these, which is a shame because I really like the affordability of their clamps. And clamps are just one of those things that you always seem to need more of them. So I was not sure if I would ever buy another clamp from Harbor Freight again until I stumbled across these Bremen ones. And these just seem higher quality than those Pittsburgh ones. I mean, for one, this bar here is a lot beefier, so I feel more confident that it's not going to bend as easily. And most importantly, it doesn't have that same stupid design up top here. I haven't had any issues with this coming off, and so that makes me really happy. So I think overall these clamps are just going to hold up better in the workshop. Now I will say that these do cost double what those Pittsburgh ones do, but I think it's worth spending a little bit more on these clamps because they do seem to be much higher quality than those. So I don't have to avoid buying clamps at Harbor Freight anymore, and I'm really happy about that. So if you happen to be looking to add more clamps to your workshop, then I would recommend to spend a little bit of extra money and buy these Bremen clamps here and put these Pittsburgh clamps back where they belong. All right guys, that is my list of 10 items that I think are worth buying at Harbor Freight as it relates to woodworking. These are some of the best items that I've purchased there over the years, and they hold a lot of value in my workshop, and I think they might in some of yours too. Let's face it, woodworking is a very expensive hobby. So I am super thankful for places like Harbor Freight that allow me to save a little bit of money along the way. Let me know if you guys like this list, and feel free to comment down below what some of your favorite things to buy at Harbor Freight are. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more of my Harbor Freight recommendations, then make sure to give this video a like and I'll make a part 2. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.